YouTube, Mike back here with another deck profile video. Hope you guys liked the Yugi deck profile. And if you're wondering, that's kind of how all my videos are going to be, just kind of explaining each deck and how I play them. I enjoy doing this, and I hope you guys find that okay too. So let's jump into this Kaiba deck. So Kaiba was the second character you saw duel in the anime, so his deck is pretty well known as well. Obviously, you have his biggest boss monster, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, best normal monster there is, and he sure used it a lot. Pretty much every duel he was in, and it got really famous. If you know Yu-Gi-Oh, you know the Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's basically it. Then you have Judge Man. 1 tribute 2200 attack, not bad. I do prefer him over the Sword Star though, just because the attack difference. But nonetheless, both classic cards, both good cards. Rude Kaiser, another one. He wasn't really as well known, but he played it. 1 tribute 1800 attack. That's how a lot of the normal monsters were back then. Not great, but what are you gonna do? He had a lot of really high attack 4-star monsters though, starting with the Mystical Genie of the Lamp. Great card. And I played 2 Battle Ox just for his fusion, to be able to go into that fusion more often. A Ryu Kitchen Powered, another one of his normal monsters he played. Then you go into the other half of the fusion, Mystic Horseman. Played 2 of those. Same reason as Battle Ox, just because I want to go into that fusion more than maybe one time. Grappler, not as well known, but he played it. I think it was the guy, or his evil half, the weird guy. I forgot his name, but I think he played this card, so I stuck it in here. Sorry about that. Next up, Aquamador. 2000 defense, just like Yugi's deck, with his mystical elf and giant soldier. 2000 defense is great for character duels because you can't really get a ton of tributed monsters out, so most of the 4-star monsters can't really take that down. This is the very first card we saw him play, is the Hitatsumi Giant. It's pretty standard, 1200 attack, 1000 defense. Just a classic card. Doggy the Dark Clown. Played this a lot. A target for Crush card, which we'll get into a little bit later. Lord of Dragons. Now, this one was kind of like Yugi's Dark Magician and his own Blue Eyes White Dragon, just because he kept all those Blue Eyes White Dragons and he kind of went to a dragon themed deck. He kept this in his deck for a very long time. It's not a super great card, but it has its situations where it can be good. Wall of Illusion, another high defensive card, and it's kind of like a Neospatian Grand Mole, where if it is attacked, the monster is returned to the hand. So say if you are playing, I guess, a mirror match, and you have the Blue Eyes White Dragon out on your opponent's side of the field, and you lay this face down, well, there goes the Blue Eyes for them, and they're pretty much hosed. And I mean, this card still gets destroyed, but they pretty much they lose their Blue Eyes, and then that's when you can capitalize next turn. Ancient Lamp kind of combos with obviously La Jin. Not bad. Cyberguard is a great card. That's why it's banned, obviously. But if your opponent attacks into it, all monsters on the field are destroyed. You mill the top 5 cards and you special summon all level 4 or below monsters. And with the amount of level 4 or below monsters he has, you'll get at least one, unless you're very unlucky. And then Trapmaster, kind of self-explanatory. Detection. Like Yugi, we play the 2 ancient rules just because he has even more level 5 or higher normal monsters. He has 6 of them, whereas Yugi only has 4, so I just stuck in the extra ancient rules. We have 2 Dispel, 2 Polymerization, 2 the Flute of Summoning Dragons. Kaiba didn't really play a ton of magic cards. He played more monsters, so there was more leverage to play more than one of each. The one Mesmeric Control, not a great card, but he played it, so stuck it in. Obviously, Pot of Greed and Monster Reborn, both self-explanatory. Stop Defense, great for if you have Blue Eyes out in the field and they're just kind of stalling. Stop that. Crush Card Virus, kind of one of his own classic cards, and he has not as many targets in this deck, only 1 target. He will later develop more targets for that card in later seasons. Then you have Gift of the Mystical Elf, just kind of life point regeneration, pretty standard. Shadow Spell and Negate Attack 2 is 2 of the best trap cards, along with Mirror Force in Duelist Kingdom Arc. Shadow Spell, it's kind of like Spellbinding Circle. Spellbinding Circle's effect in the anime where the monster loses 700 attack and it cannot attack. It's just stuck there. And then Negate Attack just ends the battle phase, good for stalling purposes. Obviously you have the 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, very hard to get out in a character duel, especially when you have Blue Eyes in your hand. You're like, do I wait for Ultimate Dragon or do I summon this? Most of the time you'll just summon Blue Eyes just because it's so powerful. And then you have the 2 Rabbit Horsemen. 2000 attack, not great, but that is why I side out the fusion weapon. Not something he used, just like the ancient rules, but it does help his Rabbit Horseman become a 3500 attack. I run this in a lot of decks you'll see, just because it's so good. There's a lot of people who use level 6 or below fusion monsters, and this can just make those fusion monsters pretty much unstoppable. So, hope you guys liked it. That was my Duelist Kingdom Kaiba deck. I'll be back with the Joey deck pretty soon. Anyway, peace out, guys.